Hello. Oh, hello, bird in the shadows there. How you doing, Thirtless? How we doing? Well, I wanted to come and just have a chat. Yeah. I know my last video was a bit sort of, depressing, I guess, but don't worry too much. But it's made me revisit the topic of death a little bit more closer, because in all its nuances, it certainly has an unbridled attachment to life. It doesn't matter if it's a pet that you've lost, 9-week-old fetus, or a loving grandma that made it to 112. It all seems to have effect, and it's something that we all must go through, I guess. And this is when we try and search for answers, because when we lose someone or something, we can't bear the thought that we can't ever speak to them again. Sometimes praying just isn't enough. We want to hear a voice again, or something, you know. So we do these things, like using something like this. This is a 2-part video. I will be using the magnitude mode, but not tonight, because it's too early. In fact, I'm sure the cars driving by have ruined my heartfelt intro. So I'll be returning here tomorrow. It'll be up on Patreon first, obviously, as I've really neglected my Patrons, but I know they understand and stuff. But either way, so what is it we find so fascinating about it? And is it usually because we lose someone or something, you know? I know we all have our crosses to bear, and we've all got our issues and things going on. I speak to a lot of my Thirtlesses, and I know, you know, quite a few of them on quite a personal level, you know, and talk to them regularly, and some of them lean on me, and I lean on Mrs. Mags too, you know. She does a lot of backward and forward in emailing to various, you know, and this is the wonderful thing about my channel. A lot of you do tell me your stuff, and that's beautiful, you know. That's really beautiful. So we get voices that come through, sometimes via EVP or this thing, and we try and decipher if it's just a radio broadcast or not. And it's usually words like the devil's angel, or something along those lines that grabs our attention, or swear words that aren't meant to be on radio and stuff. You've seen the videos, I'll link them to you if you haven't, but I'm sure you have. And contact is made, seldomly. It's not all the time. I mean, some people, though, we're not going to get into a debate about contact and how regular it is and the apps and stuff. And I'd just like to make a sort of small mini apology to apps, because despite the fact that I don't believe in the banked apps at all, and yeah, sorry about that, Kevin, you just have to get used to that, but yeah, each to their own. Agree to disagree, right? The point is, someone had a go, you know, or many people had a go. They experimented and gave it a try. Some felt like they worked, others not. I'm certainly in the not category. And I have a lot of respect for people like, I don't know, let's list one off. LJM, for instance. I mean, this isn't just because, you know, he comments me here and there. Oh, you're just being nice to him because he's nice to you. You know, he's an app maker. He should be kicking your ass right now. Not at all. I'm going to turn this video into an app making thing. But the point is, experimentation. All I'm saying is with the apps is maybe you should move on. The banked apps thing is crap as far as I'm concerned. Move on. Think outside the box a little. Analog is the key. I really do believe that. Mix analog. But let's not talk about that. This isn't a video about that. This is a video about getting back to basics. And I know quite a few of you, for some reason or another, are losing things, or things are going on at this moment. I don't know why that is, but a record number of people on my sub seem to be going through a bit of dark times at the moment. I don't know if that's because they've decided to tell me because, you know, we're going through a few little things, or if that is just the case, you know? So we're going to get back to basics. Now, when I come here last, I did Halloween, and Halloween was quite an interesting session. I'll link it if you haven't seen it. Pretty interesting. It seems contact seems to be made. Certainly not the best session in the world, but I think a lot of people would be quite impressed by it. Then we went here at Christmas Day. And what happened Christmas Day? Nothing. I couldn't even get a radio station. It was like a whiteout, so I couldn't even get make the thing do what a broken radio is meant to do, just scan through. Got no voices, like a wipeout. Really, really weird. But that was with a 587. Now, I know I have a lot of spirit boxes at my disposal, and a lot of you are asking me as well about the ones I haven't used in a while. For instance, the cost that Proven Demons gave me. Can you use that again? Yeah, of course I can. I've got a series, I don't know if you noticed, and I haven't done it for a long time, called Order Spirit Box, and I'm going through every single device I have. Now, hopefully it'd be ideal if every video I did on that series had, a good session on them. But I don't think that's always the case. You can't predict these things unless you can work out the conditions, what I keep faffing on about, So, the cost box will be in Order's Spirit Box episode, the next one in. But my two boxes that seem to garner the most results, well, three I suppose, actually, in a way, would be the dipod, as I call it, the Holy Grail, and this thing that's out of focus. What's that about? Clean the lens. No good? Okay. Well, yeah, magnitude mode. A complete fluke discovery. But many people email me saying, like, wow, it works really, really well for them, and they've gotten some really clear voices. This box is usually very, very noisy, and again, it was experimental, like, not dissing the apps or anything, like with the bank taps at the time, experimental. You have to try it to eliminate it, I guess, and they put faux white noise on it. I don't think it's real white noise. I think it's like fake white noise on each, like, scan, and yeah, I guess these entities can interact with that, but not using the huff line of, I need to get rid of all that noise. I'm not going to listen to a huff video. No, refrain. Talk about something another time. He did a session with no jump cuts, and he lasted all of like 2 minutes before going back to the apps, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, the magnitude mode on my channel at least, and a few others, have brought some really interesting captures, very clear captures as well. You've seen the video that a guy called Michael did for me, which I used to have as my channel trailer. We had a small disagreement over something, so he told me to take it down. That's fair enough. But you've seen the captures I had on that, and that was on a live stream. And the latest one was the Devil's Angel. I didn't ask who you are, I said, what are you? And it said the Devil's Angel, really clear. Like, you can't think of it as anything else. And, well, if you can, let me know what you thought it said, but it's pretty clear. So I just thought I'd sit here just for a second, waffle on at you, basically, and contemplate life, as we always do. By all means, I've come a long way, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, how lucky I am, I've come from damp house, got a car, got a better house, etc. Standard of living's gone up, blah, blah, blah. Because you know that. We all have a journey in life, and in the end, the race is only with yourself. Why am I quoting the Class of 99 song by Baz, whatever his name is? Sorry about that. Good song, you should listen to it. Got good advice. Sunscreen. It's too early now to do it. It's only like about 6 at night. And, I don't know, I was just feeling a bit sort of spiritual. Is that the right word? I don't know. So, I just wanted to put something a bit meaningful out there. And like I say, go back to basics. I'll return here tomorrow, much later time, like midnight or whatever. And, I'll go through various plots like I did last time and see what I get. I want you to place your bets, though. Place your bets. Will it be like Halloween with something quite interesting, talking and saying some things quite hostile, actually, telling me to run and stuff, and all the rest of it? Or will it be like Christmas, a total whiteout? I tell you what, it's very cold. Yeah, it's cold. So, with that, maybe after 15 minutes of video of me just talking nonsensical nonsense, maybe it's time to go back. But before I go back, I just want to say a few shout outs. Nothing to do with support or anything like that. just shout-outs. First one goes to Chris Ryder 68. Thank you for telling me your story. And, yeah, that's a big fear of mine, you know, and you're doing that right now, losing your next of kin in effect. Ian, I really, really hope that you're taking, you know, all the rest you need with those injections, because I know I've seen my mum go through it, you know. Louis Fisk, I know loss is hard, and some people can snigger at the fact that it's a pet, you know, but sometimes, you know, a life is a life. And, like I say, whether it's just down to a 9-week fetus that I hardly knew existed, don't know how to feel about that, because I got no attachment. But even so, it's quite harsh seeing her not well, and like bleed. I was rubbing her foot earlier, and she's bled quite heavily and just passed out pretty much. Not passed out because she's ill, but, well, she is ill, but not, you know, because she's lost of blood is what I'm trying to say. But, you know, these things take it out on the female body a little bit, huh? So, you know, this world, I have no idea where it will be in, say, 20 years' time. We're rapidly going to the future, and this is a bit off topic, but think of it like this. You know, like the step between, I don't know, the 1500s all the way to the Industrial Revolution. There wasn't much progression, but after the Industrial Revolution, up to, say, I don't know, 60s, 70s, 80s, look at how quick things have changed with the uprising of computers and stuff, you know. And yeah, we discovered something very simple, seemed to have something talking back to us, entities talking back at us. Some say they're dead, or know they're dead. Others say they're demonic. Others say they're aliens. You know, as I say to all the skeptics, I cannot prove to you I'm talking to a dead person right now. I might be saying it's dead, I might say it needs help, the light, all that kind of, you know, paraphernalia wording. I can't prove to you that, because I can't show you. I mean, I can show you orbs, or maybe you're lucky, you might get a Charlie picture, you know? 1 in a fucking million, no. 1 in a fucking million. But even then, what is it? You can't see it's a dead person, it's, you know, black shadow man, as they call it. What I can prove to you is something intelligent is answering. It's answering back, and it has intelligence. It has a motive to be maybe a bit hostile, or maybe pleading for help. You know? We all have our beliefs what they are. Do I believe they're dead people? Or dead souls? I think there's something on that line. They gotta be. Why are they talking that way? Well, then again, the whole demon theory. Demon spirits lie, so, you know, they're always demons you're talking to. I don't care what they are. I just want to capture the proof that they exist. They can talk to me and they can scare me as much as they want and get as hostile as much as they want. I mean, I lived in an active house for 10 years, and, you know, some pretty weird shit happened. I wouldn't say it was ever hostile or scary, bar a vodka bottle once, but, you know, we were out the room, we were next door, the room next door, so it wasn't even aimed at us, so. But, you know, a lot of people said that thing, you know, is no good, it's going to try and, you know, hurt you or whatever, or take over you, or whatever. Well, it was fucking patient, 10 years, and, I don't know, it was very protective over Mrs. Magnitude. Getting rid of an ex-boyfriend. I'd love to return to that old house. I hear the new people are utter douchebags. The real douchebags. And the neighbours don't like them. They whinge and whine at everything like snowflakes. Your bin's out early. One of them. Yeah. Oh, God. They think they're better than everybody. Even though they... Oh, no, I'm not going to talk about, you know, how they present themselves, but they're certainly talking as if they're higher. So I don't think there's a chance I could say to them, hey, do you think I could just go in our old house and just do a spirit box session? I think a lot of it ran out anyway. The peak of my YouTube channel was the demon session, where Order of Magnitude gets a record of how many times demon is said. You know, and other phrases like, what's your name? Bob, and I'm very ill. Bob was very ill. And even a sinister thing saying, go buy some brown, harking back to some very bad days of mine. So, that was the the peak of my YouTube capturing of evidence, of communication, for it sort of wound down a little bit. And here we are. I've had a few sessions of interest in the new house, obviously, but not many. And I got very excited on Friday when we had a Charlie-like click, which I'd never heard in that house before, and a nudge on the mattress. And it was a nudge. It was quite semi-forceful, nothing too drastic, but enough to, okay. And again, nothing really on the box of any note. And I accidentally wiped the session. It was only a couple of minutes, didn't try for long, because Camaro came in after, woken up somehow. Was she woken up by anything? I don't know. So yeah, all I can do is carry on with what I do. And you might find this channel was never the best for evidence. Never was, And I do wish I could go back in time and do things a little bit more differently. Not be such a recluse and, get more involved with it. I just felt privileged that we had an entity that was willing to interact with us or be with us, whatever the fuck it was, I kind of miss those days in a weird way. Having this secret that no one else knew about, we didn't talk about it for fear of being, branded loonies. It's a very strange time. Everything feels very surreal for me at the moment, and yeah, it's odd. I'll leave you be. This is part 1. Part 2, I'll return with magnitude mode at this place, and obviously it'll be on for patrons first, and we'll see how we go. But like I say, place your bets. I want 3 types of bets. Your bets are nothing, no intelligence, just garbled rubbish, or a whiteout like Christmas Day. Number 2, moderate contact. Or number 3, amazing contact, evil or good. Let me know, Thirtless. This is your order of magnitude. Signing out. Take care, Thirtless. Much love.